There you go, Papa. Come on, Papa.
You're gonna be a fat cat. Put that in the garbage. I don't want to do that. I don't want you to be a fat cat. You're gonna be a fat cat. Yeah. No. No ma. Ronald Gray, what's going on, babies? What's going on, brothers? Let me go ahead and y'all can see me all right? Because they kind of like shimmy, freezing it up a little bit. Yeah, after I get done doing this, I'm gonna finish eating what I'm eating and climb up and I'm gonna stretch out. So I'm gonna get a little reading in. Let a few more people come in. Hey, Mike, what's up, baby? Right. How you gonna be up in here and not hit that like, man? You know that's automatic, man. It was family, man. Keep it going, man. APJR up in here. Okay, I don't see him, man. I'm glad you can see him. Let me take these sneakers off, y'all. Oh, these things feel so comfortable, bruh. But I'm about ready to burn up my Jordans, y'all. I don't have no Adidas. I got like 20 pair of Nikes that I've had. Some new ones that came in that was on the res 6 months ago. I ordered before it came out. And some that go back like 28, 30 years. I've had enough. These motherfuckers got rich off of us with their fake ass selves, and they haven't done nothing for the communities. And all these fake. Every time I see somebody post something about football, I'll be wanting to punch them in their neck because you see these little goofy niggas, these little frat sorority bastards, pushing black and all the other negative bullshit. New generation of motherfuckers. They done played in the field. They got a couple of million. They done do games and all that other stuff. I had enough. The charade is. And then you see how people act about the games. I remember going to a few games, right? All this Christmas shit, I've had a fuck enough, man. I mean, no. I'm not knocking it. I'm not here to knock it for the motherfuckers. It's all about that bullshit. But I watched how people was fighting and shit when I was living in New York and Jersey and shit. Motherfuckers is stupid, man. Let's go ahead and let's get something else. I ain't trying to hear all that goofy shit right now. I'm not trying to hear all that bullshit. Let's get some motherfucking meaningful stuff. There we go. I don't know why, and there's something I can't play on here that's just awesomely beautiful. And I could get a copyright strike and play something for you. Y'all be like, nigga. I'll be like, yeah, that's that boombastic shit right there. I mean, I can get that ambient fantasy. I mean, I got some stuff I can listen to that I saved, and man, y'all be wanting to. I ain't trying to make nobody go on a motherfucking warpath, cuz. You know, you'll know internally when that's you will, as long as you're walking in your path and truth, dark element, you'll know. So there's no need for me. I'm not here to push that. I want to see peace. You know what I'm saying? I want to see peace. I was looking at some pictures that I downloaded, places I've been, and at that time, I knew it was based on Tartaria, but you know what? The stuff was so old and damaged. You could see it was the Indo-European War, which was around the world, for those who want to believe in Europe as it is. And it was in Turkey, the Ottoman. The Europeans, when they first got there, before they became Muslims, they were Kurdistan worshippers. Anybody that's aware of Kurdistan before Christianity even existed, like I said. And I remember looking at these giant, enormous metal fucking doors in a fucking desert. And I'm like, who the fuck made them? Them things gotta weigh as much as motherfucking 25 trucks or some shit. But there they was with the cannonball damage, and you can see scorched, like you can see where the water resided at one time. I mean, these doors are humongous. And you can see that somebody had worked on these doors to remove shit. We're living, you know, if anything, what bothers me the most, we're living with so much wicked, so much, you know, I'm gonna use these words, fuck what they really mean. We're gonna use it as perception has been given. Fuck their game. Wicked. That means we're gonna say ugly and everything else. I say it's enough, but we know what it means. And they are our Anasazi. Anasazi means our enemies. And so people come around and realize that, because I saw some young cats talking about, we were the Anasazi and the Anunnaki. No, dumbass. No, we weren't. Anasazi means our enemy. Bunch I tell bunch now, they didn't know it. They just thought it was something like Native American. No. At least the motherfucking pale skins, the fake ass motherfuckers could have told the truth about what the word meant. It means our fucking enemy. Anunnaki? No. Where do you think the ideology or idea of slavery comes from? You think that people that stood up one day and says, I want to make slaves of my brother because it's in the bibliography. Our bibliography was a written history. And they took it and perverted it and made this new flamboyant shit. You know, I didn't pull nothing up, but it's that quick. Better in real time than fake time. Listen. Genesis chapter 1 verse 26. Then God said, which is bullshit, because we're talking about something plural here. Let us make man in our image, after our likeness. Then God said, let us make humankind, which we know he did not say humankind. That means beast of a kind. All right? In our image. And that's not in our teachings. We made them according to our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the air and the beasts of the field. We know they weren't beasts of the field. They have lied so fucking much, and now people are starting to see this. Yet plural, adjective, plural, of a word or form denoting more than one, or in languages with dual number more than two, the first person being plural. Hello, let Genesis chapter 1 verse 26. I know no preacher won't bring their monkey ass over here. Then God, origin of God. Did you do your homework and look it up? Let us make them in our fucking image or likeness. The term has its roots in Genesis 1, chapter 1, verse 27. When God created man in his own image, then scriptural passage does not mean that God is in human form, but rather that humans are in the image of God in their moral, spiritual, intellectual nature. Yet human means beast. So no, they fucked up when they created this language, and they thought that nobody would sit there and figure this shit out, to show that they plagiarized an ancient story and they flipped it up on its fucking head, turned it around, and here we are, Mystery Babylon. How dare they try that shit? So Frederick Douglass wasn't playing when he saw that Christianity was a scourge upon us. And then the idiots who would believe into it as if they were to walk upright, believing that some fake ass God's hand led them to victory. Bitch, our ancestors were tired and motherfuckers was tricked because they were loving, you old leopard-minded dumb fucks. And see, you know who's going to get it worse than anybody? What did I read the other day about these Negroes who have flipped the script? Now, they won't see this. They won't allow this to get out and be seen. Boy, you dumb Negroes have fucked up. Yes, you Hollywood insiders. You people that come and watch and don't say nothing, sitting on the side like this. Like, ain't nothing going to happen, huh? Okay. Well, there's more. It's over 200 sometimes, man, where it implements more than one creature or being. We believe in one creation as far as what? As far as what? Everything created by the creator or creators. It doesn't matter. I said creator. Creator can employ anything. It can be plural, not as in one God. For if ye are gods, hold on, let me go there. I gotta go there because I'm just tired of this shit. Psalms chapter 82, verse 6, goddamn. Let me go ahead and pull that motherfucker up. Here we got a motherfucker that gotta explain some shit. Okay, rescue the weak and needy. They gotta add some bullshit. Psalms 82. I can't handle reading bullshit when they start trying to fuck shit up. God has taken his place in the divine council. In the midst of the gods, he holds judgment. How long will you judge unjustly and show partiality to the wicked? Selah. Meaning us. How long should we show partiality? And I'm not attempting to incorporate wicked people. I'm saying if they get this shit together, they wake up and they come over, shit'll be cool. But then they're choosing not to. They're choosing to be further and harm because they've been stuck there. Hold on. Give justice to the weak and the fatherless. Maintain the right of the afflicted and the destitute. Now, those who know their fathers and choose to be separated from them choose wicked deeds, especially the women. Know this shit. Rescue the weak and the needy. Deliver them from the hand of the wicked. It's a time for that. But we see what's happening. The wicked are delivering the wicked into the wicked's hand, and they're not elevating or illuminating. I said, for you are God, sons of the Most High, all of you. Do you know what he's talking about? Nevertheless, like men, you shall die and fall like any prince. Arise, O God, judge the earth. For you shall inherit all the nations. I'm talking to you, brothers, my kindred, my physical luminaries. Letting these goofy motherfuckers run around. They ain't strong. Because so many are blind and corrupt. If they knew the truth, they'd all do an about face. Every last one of these dumb son of a bitches. Well, look at how you talking. It don't mean shit. This right here, goddamn motherfucking shit, turd ass, don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. Literally, it don't mean nothing. It means something to those who've been raised in stupidity. Like Lauryn Hill said, miseducation of the Negro, to even consider and continue to call yourself black, Negro. Don't even call yourself Indian. You are beyond that. Are you starting to get on what I've been saying? All right, let's get to this reading. So I've had enough. When I say I am tired, I don't think y'all get how tired I am. I know I am. And I know the notifications are going out. And I know people are coming to one. And some people probably attempted to tap in. I know this shit. Well, you see this when I'm talking? Scares the fucking benign. The tumor. The cancer. That will be cut away. I don't give a fuck what they do. And the enemies alike. There's a reason why we hadn't been fucked with so long. And then we were dealing with this marginalized line. And it took creepy, crawly things. Bastards in suits and skin. Poisons and toxins. But all they've been doing is doing exactly what was required of them. If they had not done it, everybody would just be living and loving and having a great time. But they're so fucking stupid because we have a leopard mind, ill-hearted, and a very wicked younger brother who just doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He is stuck. See, the creators need that motherfucker to be broken to show how powerful they are, that he is stuck. He doesn't even know it. If you want to say he, it, whatever the fuck, he is stuck. And he thinks he's going to get unstuck. And he still doesn't know that he's stuck. You see, that's a curse in itself, ain't it? For those, we're going to use these terms, we're going to use these words. Ain't it? Now look at these motherfuckers that walk around with the TRT and the meds, eating a different food from you and drinking different shit from you. Going and getting men all kind of good shit. Bald-headed as fuck. Believing there's something better. And they're the scurvy. They're the placard, the disease. They're not destruction. We're going to read Miyamoto Musashi, the Book of the Five Rings. What is called the martial art? What is called the martial art is the standard of the military clans, commanders in particular, should put into practice, and common soldiers should know its way as well. So everyone should know its way. Listen. Yet there are no warriors who clearly understand the way of the martial arts in the world today. What does martial arts mean? Way of the warrior. First, as representatives of ways, Buddhism is a way of salvation for man. Remember what we read in Flatlanders? That's another name for God. Confucianism venerates a way of culture, and medicine is a way of curing various diseases. Moreover, poets teach the way of Japanese verse, which we know Japanese did exist at the time this was written, and origin, and what people. And then there are tea masters, archers, and others who teach the various arts. Tea is an art. Calligraphy is an art. Speech is an art. Philosophy is an art. The way you walk. How people walk with a limp. They say it's cool and hip. No, it's the way we walk. It's an art. Only imitated and emulated. All of these practice according to their own thoughts and relish what they do according to their own hearts. It is a rare person who relishes the way of the martial arts, the way of the warrior. What is your desire? What is it you perceive and conceptualize? I know some motherfucker that's been studying karate and kung fu probably as long as me gonna come and say something else, and they'll be wrong as shit. And I've read so many books to get to where I'm at, and I've studied, and I understand things on a different level now. I don't conceptualize, I perceive based on my perception of what I've received. The term warrior speaks of the two ways of culture and conflict. Can't have one without the other, right? So they state. And that's why the warrior is evolved, depending on what it is for. And to relish these two is our way. A warrior should make his best effort in the martial arts according to his own abilities and situation. That means if you and I are practicing the same form, we're doing the same calligraphy, we're writing or reading the same poetry, and listening to the same philosopher, our takes shall be different. Even if he is naturally untalented in this way. Generally speaking, when people contemplate the heart of warrior thoughts, they consider it no better than a way in which being a warrior is simply in dying. But the way of dying is not limited to warriors alone. For even monks, women, farmers, and the classes below them, there is no distinction in their having a sense of duty, in knowing shame, and in being resolved to their own deaths. So, I'm going to stop that right there. You need a little bit of this at a time, y'all. This is some deep waters we're crossing into. I'm not seeking you to capitulate. I'm not seeking you to follow me. I'm damn sure not following none of y'all. But I am seeking you to elevate yourself. That's why I say look in the mirror and not out the window, because we're so many of our people are so busy looking at everybody else, but never at themselves. They're never mastering themselves. Master everything, what they say? A teacher of everything and a master of fucking nothing. Because we have a whole lot of them walking around. Motherfuckers teaching everything and ain't master shit. That's why I call motherfuckers on what they are. You so full of shit that you got your face and your name all over shit like you got ownership. You just started talking about this shit because you're digging like crazy, but you're formulating a conscript that has nothing to do with the reality of the situation. Are the giants real? Of course they were fucking real. Is pain and suffrage real? Is the moon and the sun real? Has one been thought to be male and the other one to be female? Or has they both been thought to be male? Do you see the conscription of the ideation of ordinary speakeasies in our foolish world? That people accept the liquor given to them? That's why it's the speakeasies. They're just jamming around and dancing around as if they actually know what the fuck they're doing and talking about. Sun Tzu. Oh, I got 2 books based on Sun Tzu. And that we can, like they say, businessmen using everything. And it's misused when it's for business. It is not used for the purpose that it was actually meant for, in the philosophy and everything else. In the way of war, or warfare. To sit there in ideation and believe that you go to war to ascertain something when everything you're doing is against nature itself. You can't make this shit up, people. And then people buy into it, the perversions. Always buy into the perverted forms. Enoch. Chapter 7. And it came to pass after this that his name during his lifetime was raised aloft to that Son of Man, aloft to that Son of Man, and to the Hawa of light from amongst those who dwell on earth. Excuse me. And he was raised aloft on the chariots of the souls, or the spirits and the luminaries, and his name vanished amongst them, hidden away. And from that day I was no longer numbered amongst them. And he set me between the 2 winds, between the north and the west, where the angels took the cords to measure for me the place for the elect and righteous, the north and the west. And there I saw the first fathers and the righteous, who from the beginning dwell in that place. Chapter 71. And it came to pass after this that my light was translated, and it ascended into the heavens. And I saw the holy sons of the Creator, Elohim. They were stepping on flames of fire. Their garments were white, and their raiment. And do you know why the physical do fire walking in Hawaii? And their faces shone like snow, and I saw 2 streams of fire, and the light of that fire shone like hyacinth. The hyacinth, what's it called? We can Google it. I'll do that later. And I fell on my face before the Hawa light. Excuse me. And the angelic one, Michael, one of the angels, luminaries, seized me by my right hand and lifted me up and led me forth into the secrets. And he showed me all the secrets of righteousness. And he showed me all the secrets of the ends of the heaven, and all the chambers of all the stars and all the luminaries, whence they proceed before the face of the holy ones. And he translated my spirit into the heaven of heavens. Translated. Written? Does that mean written? I don't think so. And I saw there it was a structure built of crystals. And between those crystals, tongues of living fire. And my soul saw the girdle which girt that house of fire. And on its four sides were streams full of living fire. And they girt that house, and round about were seraphim, cherubic, and Ophanim, angelic host. And these are they who slept not and guard the throne of his glory. And I saw angelics who could not be counted, 1,000 thousands and 10,000 times 10,000s, encircling that house, and Michael and Raphael and Gabriel and Phanuel, and the holy luminaries who are above the heavens, go in and out of that house, and they came forth from that house. Remember we were talking about the magnetic mountain and the waters and the throne at the top, and it's immense that we can't see it, even if, and most people, ignorant people say, well, if the earth's flat, we should be able to see it. Hello? Perception, motherfucker? No. Because everybody says they went to a certain place, they ain't been nowhere. I read a thing on when they was flying over it, they can't see nothing. Never, ever. You would think that they would pay attention to that, but no. They even attempt throwing nukes that way. Encircling that house, and Michael and Raphael and Gabriel and Phanuel, and the holy angelics or luminaries who are above the heavens, go in and out of that house, and they came forth from that house. And Michael and Gabriel, Raphael and Phanuel, and many holy angels without number, and with them the head of days, his head white and pure as wool, his head white and pure as wool, and his raiment indescribable. And I fell on my face, and my whole body became relaxed, and my soul, my light, my Hawa, was transfigured, and I cried with a loud voice, with the light of power, and blessed and glorified and extolled. And those blessings which went forth out of my mouth were all pleasing before the head of days, the head of fucking days. And that head of days came with Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Phanuel, thousands and 10,000s of luminary angels without number. Last passage, wherein the Son of Man was described as accompanying the head of days. And Enoch asked one of the angelic ones, as in 46, concerning the Son of Man as to who he was. And he, for example, the angel, came to me and greeted me with his voice and said unto me, this is the Son of Man who is born unto the righteousness, and righteousness abides over him, and the righteousness of the head of days forsakes him not. And he said unto me, he proclaims unto thee the peace in the name of the world to come, and from hence has proceeded peace since the creation of the world, and so shall it be unto thee forever and forever and ever. And all shall walk in his ways, since righteousness never forsaketh him. With him will be their dwelling places, and with him their heritage, and they shall not be separated from him forever and ever and ever. And so there shall be length of days with that Son of Man, and the righteous shall have peace and an upright way in the name of the Hava of light forever and ever. Yeah. Oh man. And the next time we'll be getting into the book of the courses of the heavenly luminaries, so you can get a better grip as to what we're talking about. You know, they gave us that damn Jesus. I told you Quasimodo. We got Semi Motoko. We have many. If you think it's one, for ye are gods, let's make them in our image, for they are like us. Look, they see like we do. They have screwed everything up, y'all. Do I need to read George Orwell again for you? We're going to read this later because it's getting meaty. I want to read a lot of it to y'all. Let's go in Flatlanders. Elohim. I respect that more than anything because it doesn't necessarily mean one, but it means that which is. As in, I am that I am. You are that you are. If I'm wrong, so it's cool. I know one thing. It's better to be closer to awareness than to be stuck in a foolish place. A deceptive thought without studying or researching anything, even though we know that they've screwed with everything. All right. The Bible is teaching through a series of stories how to be Christ-like, how to live one's life in a divine manner, and ultimately how to achieve Christ consciousness. Similarly, in Hinduism, the Vedas, and we read this, I'm just reading it again for you, recap. Vedas teach of Krishna, an avatar of their God. And a lot of people think all the Krishnas are gay. No, they're truly joyful in a way that most of y'all can't see. Yeah, we like to joke. They run around with them little short pants and that orange and, the little bop on their head. And a lot of things have been perverted, but it doesn't mean nothing. They seek light, yoga, and a vegan diet. And what are you seeking? Okay, now, Krishna as an avatar of their God, and by internalizing and meditating on the stories within, the devout disciple begins to develop Krishna consciousness. I have an issue with the New World Order crap and the world. They want to create a one world order where they have everybody worshiping a certain religion that's dynastically a part of all religions. Like, who the fuck are they? And they're doing the most sickest, wildest, vehement shit. I mean, who's not paying attention to this stuff? The hypocrisy is so deep because you know why? They have set themselves up in a place that was never meant for them. They are baseless and full of lies, and they believe with the knowledge they have hidden that if everybody attained it, they wouldn't be in the position they're in. So they're frauds. Just like a lot of people out here holding on to their religions without practicing or reading or studying and knowing the truth of the origin of it, to go back and say, wait a minute, I've been doing something wrong. I have not been paying attention to what I have not sought to discern, and I have not been paying attention to what it's meant for me and how to live. Because every one of you fake Christians, all you saw is your work of hate. I have not seen not one of you elevate yourselves, and even in doing so, I see the hypocrisy of the lies you live, and I sit there and pass judgment on you. I fucking do. Harsh judgment I do. You get it fucked up. Because I can. In Buddhism, Buddha's personal mission, and that of all Buddhist practitioners, is to achieve the highest state of human consciousness. That is what we're supposed to be seeking. I don't care if you're fucking Muslim, Mohammedan, whatever the fuck you call it. No, what I see is a bunch of hate. Everybody's shooting a gun, claiming this, that, and the other for some fucking god. Y'all don't know the origin of it, nothing other than any of your fucking family history, other than what you've been programmed to fucking believe and follow and listen by heretics. Every one of them, heretics. From your rabbis, your preachers, your imams, fucking-ticks. And the good ones who actually assimilate to study, to be self-approved, they bring peace and arguments to women, relations and marriages, if you want to say that, children, don't misguide them, and those are the ones who are most sought after, but yet most destroyed. I've been studying a history of all those who have been murdered and killed, who actually were about peace, love, and light in all these goddamn forsaken religions, and all I keep seeing, the good ones are the dead ones. So what's left? All Buddhist practitioners is to achieve the highest state of human consciousness, which they call samadhi, nirvana, remember we read this, or enlightenment. These ancient religious scriptures personified gods to teach, gods, plural, to teach important lessons by analogy, esoterically, presented as literal, historical people, places, and events, gods. But esoterically encoding symbolism, numerology, and they say, don't get into symbols and this, that, and the other, but they want you to deal with the most perverse of the symbology. They want you to accept the symbols they paste. You go over there by the stock market, right? And they want you to fucking worship Baal, a motherfucking bull, but you eat the cow. You don't get it, a hybrid from that and the bison. But they wanted to murder all the bison, but you don't want to recognize that, like they chopped down all the goddamn gopher trees because of the story with illuminated say here and take away from their lives. You want to be part of the perversions like the chicken. Where does the chicken come from? Look at the three creatures that make the fucking chicken, and then you understand why you probably shouldn't be eating the motherfucker. The pig comes from what? Are you aware that a wild boar is not really pork per se, but most bacon you eating is fucking dog meat? Fuck around and find out. And so, symbolism, numerology, and allegories. That's why I love the people that get caught up in numerology. I look at y'all going, just keep breaking them fucking codes, y'all. Keep digging. Gematria. I don't care what you want to call it. Which reveal the original, true, and intended purpose of the scriptures. It was the same since the first Egyptian mystery schools of the Masonic secret societies of today. The doctrine is presented exoterically. Oh yes, and the Egyptians were Negroes on all continents, you motherfuckers. So anyway, Masonic secret societies of today, the doctrine is presented exoterically in stories which can be read and understood on one level by the uninitiated masses. Meanwhile, esoterically encoding the deeper meanings which will only be recognized and learned by the initiated few. I wouldn't join because there's too many of you goddamn pale skins who are full of shit in, and too many of you goopy niggas who belong to all kinds of sororities and goopy shit to think you're better than somebody. That is not what the Masonry was about. And Freemason, do you really know what it means? I know y'all think y'all know what it means. Well, thank goodness to that 90-year-old Masonic woman. When she told me what Freemasonry was, I was like, wow, they have really perverted this shit. And then you Shriners. I bet y'all sit up and put your black face on and have a good fucking time, don't you, you simple motherfuckers? With your parades and shit. Scourge. There's a lot of us tired of you motherfuckers. Yeah, my uncle was a 33rd degree. Look his name up. Strickland motherfuckers. And a few other motherfuckers in my family. Find the fuck out. He's in your fucking books. And he's the one that told me to stay the fuck far away. I listen to Manny P. Hall every other fucking night. You should be able to watch me through the smart TV. I think that's the smart one that you can watch, right? Simple-minded fucks. I told you to back off. The reason Freemasons have 33 degrees is the same reason Jesus is said to have lived 33 years and performed 33 miracles. It is the same reason for the first temple of Solomon stood pristine for 33 years and King Solomon had 3,300 officers. It is why King David reigned in Jerusalem for 33 years and why the seal of Solomon or Star of David is two intersecting triangles, 2 3s or 33. It is the reason Jacob and Leah had 33 children and why Leviticus 12:4. This is all about giving negative energy to some bullshit. 3 is CC. CC? It is the reason Jacob and Leah had 33 children, and why is Leviticus chapter 12 to verse 4 there were 33 days of purification, and in Genesis chapter 46:15 there were 33 sons and daughters of Israel. It is the same reason why Kabbalah, the Jewish mystical system, which was made around 1940 or some shit, from which Masonry's signs and symbols were derived, has exactly 33 elements in its tree of life. And the same reason why Atlas is your 33rd vertebrae. Holding up the world, pineal gland universe. Fuck around and find out. Y'all's perversion. Yeah, they made sure I knew some shit. One of the earliest sects of Christianity, known as the Essenes, taught a system known as the 33 Nazareth degrees of enlightenment, whereby initiates underwent a series of ascetic austerities to attain spiritual gnosis. Included in their program was a vegan diet and regular fasting, two things also found in the Indian system of Kundalini Yoga, associating 1 degree per vertebrae of the spine. Do you know why it is you should never worry about your birth date or time? You are increasing your fucking foliage, your spoilage. You're rotting yourself. The Kundalini serpent associating 1 degree per vertebrae of the spine, the initiative raises the Kundalini serpent up to 33 permutations of the tree of life and opens the 7 seals. This is why the 33rd degree Freemasons revere the letter G, the 7th letter of the alphabet, and hold it sacred above all others, associating it with God and Gnosis, which the God is not what you think. And the G even means self, and G even representing a spiral-like coiled Kundalini. A thorough investigation into numerology shows this esoteric system of spiritual initiation was nearly ubiquitous in bygone times. That's all the fuck we're gonna do right there. And then we'll get into the ancient and the Vedic. Later I'll be reading the Heaven Bearers and a little bit more of the book of 5 Rings. Because I'm tired of the games. I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of these motherfuckers running around and they get the same, they gonna get the same ass whooping like everybody else. It amazes me. It's the ones who know something else, who love the division and separation, that's happening. The little sip of different levels, as if it's going to benefit people in the end. To keep anybody away from the truth of their light, to make them believe in something that's fictional, to destroy them eternally, condemns the fools that practice and participate in that sacrilege. That's how foolish they have become. Holding and thinking they're keeping lies a secret, as if that's going to manifest forever. Even in this worse and broken form, it will not last forever. Some of them looking now. They don't know what the fuck to make of it because they're too goddamn stupid. They're stuck, and they're stuck with purpose, not purpose meaning good. They're stuck because they choose to stay in that position of thought that alienates them from the truth of their universe and who they are. They don't hold the world up; they hold a lie up. So if you're holding a lie up, what does that permeate? They're stuck and don't even know why they're stuck. Must I break the riddle down a little further? So if you're looking in fear, be very fearful. Not of me, but of your sacrilege. How you discounted yourself, thinking you know what you're doing because you've adapted. You're a bandwagon fucking allures. Sit there looking. And I know people come in and they run off. Bring some more viewers. Bring some of them real intelligent, intellectually smart, motherfucking word crispy, apple slice talking motherfuckers. So I can show them that they're not talking nothing, they're speaking shit. All based in emotions. When I'm literally emotionless to everything. But you would think otherwise. Oh, facial expressions. You know I got a book on that. The CIA's book, the first and the second one. So I do this with intentions, motherfuckers. Especially when I'm like doing all my exercises in the morning in the mirror and looking at myself for my acts and stuff. And I'm saying, oh, look to the left. Remember, look to the left for that one. Oh, look to the right. Oh, I want to drive a hard bargain with you, motherfuckers. So it was fun reading. And I just thought I'd go ahead and break that shit down. Because people get tired of the diseases that keep running around them. As if they're fucking disease free, and they're not. They are mentally incapable of compassion, moral subjugation, moral responsibility. They can put on an act and a show, and behind all that, it's about death, mayhem, destruction. I'm only alleging this shit. I'm not saying it's a fact. I mean, it's up to you. What do you see? What do you believe? Every time I'm talking to those individuals back home, they can't even converse with me. You know why they can't? Because long before they stepped into that shit, whether they got locked up or in trouble or whatever, because somebody said we're going to show you the light. No, nigga. I was already told, leave it alone. So me to be over there in the 80s in Edinburgh, Scotland, in the 90 and 87, 85-year-old Masonic people sitting there, I had to drink them 12 drinks. I'm serious. The story's real. And once I fucking got through with them drinks, I learned about a lot of you motherfuckers here on my soil who have betrayed yourselves, you dumbasses. And there's many who freed themselves from it. And then some of them are careful, but there's plenty of videos of motherfucking ex-Masons telling the truth. I remember my uncle had to read that goddamn satanic Bible. Then a couple of years, and all of a sudden he did. Listen to me, y'all. You want to play the game, you want to be a willing sacrifice of stupidity, you go right the fuck ahead. If you believe in that shit that you're doing, you go right ahead and you hold on to it. I'm not here to tell you not to hold on to it. If you feel angry and you're all emotional about it, it shows that you're weak in it. You're a front. You're a fraud. You're a practitioner of things that cannot elevate nor lineate you into a place that is linear. You are full of shit. And enough is enough. Cross the line the moment you first fuck with me, when I said leave me alone. You better go talk to your big dogs and see them old knuckleheads driving around their Corvettes, little stupid motherfucking golf ball playing fucking half-breed fucks. Old school dummies. Like I didn't recognize the motherfuckers when I was coming back from Tucson, Arizona. All the ones before that. They lucky I didn't pray and play, because I had my shit that day. I could have flipped the full and said, fuck it. And I didn't. Even she was scared, and I could tell that she was part of something, the way she was acting. And motherfucker walk up to some motherfucking pale skin, you don't know, walk up to your lady, and then she talking about, oh, he likes your vehicle. Nigga, the side-by-sides all around out here. Shut the fuck up. And they got 20 to look like this, riding around right down the damn street. You see what I'm saying? You see how stupid they can be? They are so marginally stupid, they don't even know how to correct their fallacies. They don't know how to come and say, forgive me. I'm the only motherfucker that can forgive you goofy fucking asses. It's the language. It's not a bar. I know people can't stand these words. I detest them. But hey, it's the fucking language. It's a broken fucking language. You know, there is a language out there that most people don't know about. And it's a beautiful language. Oh, it's the Southern. It's ours. You better believe that shit. But anywho, I just want to come on and read. I'm going to relax a little bit. Close this fucking window. I think it's not 50 degrees no more. I think it's going to drop down about 45. And I got to walk some circles. You dig? Remember, face the north, people. And speak aloud. Fuck what everybody else is thinking. I hate to be so direct, and I know that sounds so vulgar. It does, even to me, it sounds so vulgar. Face the north and speak aloud. Speak for the safety of all your kinfolk. Those of us we've all come into contact with. Speak that elevation and that truth of light. Know that we're in bad times, but don't let it be the focus of stress. Elevation. Breathe. And if you need, face every direction for a circumference. Spin. Go your several. Count from 1 to 33. Know your worth. Elevate yourself and bring yourself into the light. You don't need nobody to force you into some position, to reverse you in some narrative, to hold your hand. Be the light that you are. Don't just think it. Know it. Don't worry about the things you've done that go against the righteous. Don't worry about it. Take heed and pay attention to what you need to do from this moment on. All right? Ladies, gents, And there's nothing wrong with saying Elohim, Elohims. There's nothing wrong with saying ye gods, knowing it, calling yourself that. Saying you're a prince or a princess, there's nothing wrong with that. You feel like a king or a queen, that is what you are. You reestablish the connection. If you need to utilize those things to better yourself up, then do it. Nobody could tell you otherwise. Because there's too many frauds that are being looked upon. And that's the real deception. Stop looking at those things outside of yourself. Rondo, what's up, beloved one? For the world to see what's going on. And we're going to make sure they see. Mama Red, Shatahaya, reply, hey. So, again, be mindful and take your time. I love the people that come and look and they just love the world they live in on their video games and everything else. And then the other ones who are part of some very wild shit that they're about to set off or they're contemplating setting off. And then the lies in the mist. You don't have to be the lie. You don't have to set shit off. Just know this. You just need to elevate yourself. And be ready for whatever. All right, y'all have a grand fucking day. I'll see y'all in a little bit. I appreciate you all. It never changes. Never changes. Love you.